Harry suddenly realised that the tape measure, which was now measuring between his nostrils, was doing so on its own. Mr. Ollivander was flitting around between the shelves, taking down boxes. "That will do," he said, and the tape measure crumpled into a heap on the floor. "Right then, Mr. Potter, try this one. Beech wooden dragon heartstring, 9 inches, nice and flexible. Just take it, give it a wave." Harry took the wand and, feeling foolish, waved it around a bit, but Mr. Ollivander snatched it out of his hand almost at once. "Maple and phoenix feather, 7 inches, quite whippy. Try." Harry tried, but he had hardly raised the wand when it too was snatched back by Mr. Ollivander. No, here, ebony and unicorn hair, 8 inches. Springy, go on, try it out." Harry tried and tried. He had no idea what Mr. Ollivander was waiting for. The pile of tried wands was mounting higher and higher on the spindly chair, but the more wands Mr. Ollivander pulled from the shelves, the happier he seemed to become. "Tricky customer, eh? Not to worry, we'll find you the perfect match. I wonder, yes, why not? Unusual combination, holly and phoenix feather, 11 inches, nice and supple." Harry took the wand. He felt sudden warmth in his fingers. He raised the wand above his head and brought it swishing back down through the dusty air. A stream of red and gold sparks shot from the end like a firework, throwing dancing spots of lights around the walls. Hagrid whooped and clapped, and Mr. Ollivander cried, "Oh, bravo, bravo! Yes, indeed, oh, very good. Well, well, how curious, how curious." He put Harry's wand back into the box and wrapped it in brown paper, still muttering, "Curious, curious." "Sorry," said Harry. "What's curious?" Mr. Ollivander fixed Harry with a pale stare. "I remember every wand I've ever sold, Mr. Potter. Every single wand. It so happens that the phoenix, whose tail feather resides in the core of your wand, gave another feather. Just one other. It is very curious indeed that you should be destined for this wand, when its brother gave you that scar." Harry swallowed. "Yes, 13.5 inches, you. Curious indeed how these things happen. The wand chooses the wizard, remember? I think we must expect great things from you, Mr. Potter. After all, he who must not be named did great things. Terrible, yes, but great." Harry shivered. He wasn't sure he liked Mr. Ollivander very much. He paid 7 golden galleons. Harry shivered. He wasn't sure he liked Mr. Ollivander too much. He paid 7 gold galleons for his wand, and Mr. Ollivander bowed them from the shop. The late afternoon sun hung low in the sky as Harry and Hagrid made their way back down to Diagon Alley, back through the wall. Back through the leaky cauldron, now empty. Harry didn't speak at all as they walked up the road. He didn't even notice how many people were gawping at them now on the underground, laden as they were with all their funny-shaped packages, with the sleeping snowy owl on Harry's lap. Harry only realised where they were when Hagrid tapped them on the shoulder. "Got time for a bite to eat before your train leaves?" he said. He bought Harry a hamburger, and as they sat down on the plastic seats to eat them, Harry kept looking around. Everything looked so strange somehow. "You all right, Harry? You're very quiet," said Hagrid. Harry wasn't sure he could explain. He'd just had the best birthday of his life, and yet he chewed his hamburger, trying to figure out the words. "Everyone thinks I'm special," he said at last. "All those people in the leaky cauldron, Professor Quirrell, Mr. Ollivander, but I don't know anything about magic at all. How can they expect me to be great at things? I'm famous for something I can't even remember. I don't even know what happened with the night my parents died." "Don't you worry, Harry. You'll learn fast enough." Hagrid wore a very kind smile. "Everyone starts at the beginning at Hogwarts. You'll be just fine. Just be yourself. I know it's hard. You've been singled out, and that's always hard. But you'll have a great time at Hogwarts. I did. Still do, as a matter of fact." Hagrid helped Harry onto the train that would take him back to the Dursleys and handed him an envelope. "Your ticket for Hogwarts," he said. "1st of September, King's Cross Station. It's all in your ticket. Any problems with the Dursleys, send me a letter with your owl. She'll know how to find me. See you soon, Harry." The train pulled out of the station. Harry wanted to watch Hagrid until he was out of sight. He rose in his seat and pressed his nose against the glass, but he blinked, and Hagrid had gone.